What's up, YouTube? How we doing? Thanks for checking out this video. This one's been kind of a long time coming. This is the Nikon P520 digital camera. This is one of the higher end digital cameras that Nikon makes. I purchased it almost 3 years ago, and it was probably in the $400 to $475 range as far as the price range goes. Now you can find them on Amazon that are a little bit cheaper in the $300 range. But this has been a great camera. It's kind of been a jack of all trades for me. It's 18 megapixel. It is digital. It has a great lens on it, and it's got all the functionality that you would need as an amateur photographer. I mean, even a professional photographer could squeeze some good material out of this. I've got YouTube channels that are primarily shot with this camera, so I've used it for years. It's been a great camera. Limitations on it are it's got a few quirks, and the image quality is never going to be as good as some of your higher end cameras. DSLRs definitely, Micro Four Thirds definitely. So eventually when you want to get into higher quality stuff, you'll have to get into a DSLR or a mirrorless. So quick overview on this particular camera. Nikon P520. There's your settings wheel, FN, on, off. This is your zoom and shutter. This is another zoom, so you can control it either side. Flash. LCD on the back is great. Record video. Get another wheel here, menu, pictures, trash, that sort of thing. What's really cool is the LCD can swap in between the viewfinder. I'll show you. So when you flip this out and you turn it around, that goes off, but you can see in there the viewfinder's on. So it's either one or the other. They don't both go at the same time. And then we'll flip that, and then the LCD is on and the viewfinder's off. So that's pretty cool. This is Wi-Fi enabled, GPS enabled, so I mean it really has all the bells and whistles you could ask for a digital camera. The zoom on it is pretty outstanding for a digital camera. I mean, you can really get some insane long distance shots with this. I've got pictures of shooting the moon, and you can see the craters and everything on the moon. It's really cool. But you're limited to that digital. Your images are only going to be so good. There's the information on the zoom. Nikkor 42x wide optical zoom, 4.3 to 180 millimeters. So, like I said, it's been a great camera. There are a few quirks though, like its autofocus is really slow. Sometimes it can't even catch up. Now here at the desk, we're in short distances, so that's definitely a reason it wouldn't catch up. But like, filming outdoors for, say, off-road or something where the subject is 50 to 75, 100 yards out, not even that far out, but like it has a really hard time if you are videotaping. If you try to zoom in or zoom out even ever so slightly, your shot's done. It's going to completely blur out and you're not going to catch anything. So I've learned over the past couple years the best thing to do is when you're videotaping is to find a happy medium zoom range and stick with that. And if you want to bring the frame in or out or over, after the fact, that's got to be done in the editing process. You've got to crop out, the section of the video that you want to see. So another couple things that I've noticed, and I recently purchased a Olympus Pen EPL6. It came with 2 kit lenses. Eventually I'm going to step it up on the lens as well too. Just trying to get, you know, better and better quality material all the time. But something that kind of forced my hand on this camera is that it's hard to charge sometimes. Like the batteries don't want to stay charged. You know, I'm running out of batteries halfway through the day. I've got to bring, you know, external battery packs, something like that, so I can, you know, charge here or there just to keep the camera rolling. If I plug it into like a wall socket, it likes some charging ports, like if I were to plug it into a USB in a computer. Some of these little handheld chargers, it loves those, but like it does not like the wall outlet anymore. It used to. It would charge fine on a wall outlet. It has some overcharge safety on it to where it'll just stop charging. So if you plug it into the wall and you walk away and 2 minutes later you come back and the lights aren't blinking anymore and you're like, oh, you know, is it charged? No, it's still no battery in it, but you know, for whatever reason, it just doesn't like to be charged from certain ports. Autofocus is kind of slow, and every now and then it'll freeze up on after I take a picture or after I take a video. So the freeze ups is what finally got me like, hey, look, I've got to invest in a new camera system, because you know, you take a picture, you take a video, and it'll just sit there and freeze and say, you know, please wait while this camera finishes recording. And it'll freeze up that way for minutes, you know, 5-10 minutes. Sometimes it'll just shut down on its own. The only way to get out of that is to pull the battery and then put the battery back in, restart the camera completely, and you'll lose whatever image or video you had just taken. After all this is said and done, we're talking, you know, 20-30 seconds before the camera's back up and rolling again. And whatever you were trying to shoot, you just lost, and whatever happened in that 20 or 30 seconds that transpired directly after taking that shot, you lost that too. So that got to be a little bit frustrating. I love the camera. Scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably put it at an 8, 7 or an 8. It was exactly, you know, what I needed for blogging or videography or you know, taking some pretty good images. You know, like I said, this has been my primary workhorse for several years. But the image quality is only going to be so good, even though it has a great lens on it. So I am upgrading, but I still will be using this camera in my system. It is an awesome camera. It's probably one of the better digitals you can get. So thanks for checking out my little overview. Y'all let me know if you have any questions or comments. I'll still be using this camera, but it'll likely be a backup to the new Olympus EPL6. So thanks for watching the video. Y'all let me know if you have any questions or comments. Have a great day.